Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. Today is Tuesday, June the 28th, 2022, and I am Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and I am joined by the legend. She's the NBA guru that took DFS and the internet by storm. Now she graces us with her presence for Major League Baseball. It is Miss Deb Lutz.
Wow, those intros just keep getting better and better, Coach.
You're the best. What can I say?
I feel so good after I'm with you on a pod.
Well, you should. You're phenomenal. So we're fired up. This is going to be great. I mean, we've got the best of all worlds here. We've got a huge slate, 15 games that start at 7:05 or later. So it's either 15 or 14 games, depending on the site for the main slate, which, you know, is in my wheelhouse. I love big slates. Most people hate them. And then we've got you. We're going to go over the games a bit. Then we're going to talk about, as we normally do, our pay up and fade pitchers, our home run BVP calls. And then we're going to finish with a 2 brains are better than 1 lineup. So, you know, Crash and I usually equal combined about 3/4 of a brain. So I'm figuring you and I, maybe we can get to 1.
A whole brain. We'll see.
You got to carry me through it, but we'll give that a shot at the backside of the podcast.
Beginner's luck tonight, guys. Beginner's luck.
Hey, we'll take it. No, you're no beginner, though. You're a beginner on the pods, but I know you crush Major League Baseball. Deb and I have had a lot of conversations off air about MLB, the past. We both collected baseball cards, all kinds of stuff through the years. So I am excited for your insight, and I'm sure the listeners are as well. So let's dive into this. This is going to be a great slate. I will say, you know, let's just get this out of the way for like 15 seconds. Yesterday absolutely sucked. Let's just call it what it was. It was a nightmare. I mean, the Dodgers, can't get a hit in Coors against Chad Cole. I mean, you know, I think some kind of witch doctor did a spell on the Pittsburgh Pirates so that they get rid of every pitcher, and as soon as they leave, that pitcher is great. I mean, there's like 15 starting pitchers in Major League Baseball. Like 5 of them are going to make the All-Star team that the Pirates gave up on. It's like, so anyway, that was infuriating. And then everybody on the earth, including me, jumps on Kirby. And I think it was Crash that said it. He sucked like a Kirby vacuum cleaner. And so anyway, it was a disaster. I think I put a few vomit emojis up there. It was awful.
As bad as it gets, which means tonight's going to be awesome.
You know what? It's variance. It happens once in a while. And I'll tell you, this makes a great point, Deb, because whenever you join with Coach Talk, with your membership, you get a time where you go one-on-one with myself, Deb, any of our pros, where you talk over strategy. And what we talk about the most in that is bankroll management and contest selection. So last night's a perfect example. I felt great about it. I gave it a 4.5 crown. And luckily, I stayed in my bankroll management, 15% of my bankroll. I didn't max over anything. And you survive insane days like yesterday was. So that is a big key of what you get with us at Coach Talk as well. We don't just break down the games and players. We give you a strategy to build on to really have a sustainable growth in your DFS bankroll long term. And you know that better than anybody, Deb. You came in as a member first, and same thing. You built that bankroll over time, and now you are, I mean, we're almost ready to change the name from DFS Coach Talk to Deluxe Coach Talk. All right. Let's do this, Deb, before we you and I have a tendency. It's me, not you, but we get winded.
We're not going to go long today. We're keeping it short.
Yeah, that's what we say every single pod, but we're going to try our best today. All right, let's dive in. We're going to go over the games briefly. Put the lay of the land out there, give you the implied totals and pitchers, see what we've got to work with. 7:05, Oakland A's, New York Yankees, total of 8. You have a 3.34 implied for Oakland, 4.66 for the Yankees. And it's Frankie Montas and his 8.6K Salary, we're going DraftKings salaries. Got to rep the hat today. JP Sears at 6.1K for the Yankees. 78 degrees, slight breeze blowing out to left, so definitely hitter weather. Interesting game here to start the slate. A lot of people probably going to look at possibly stacking the Yanks, but we'll see. Next game, 7:05, Pittsburgh Pirates, Washington Nationals. We have an 8.5 total, 4.14 implied for the Pirates, 4.36 for the Nationals. Jose Quintana at 7.1K against Patrick Corbin is only 5.3K. What has happened to Patrick Corbin? Cy Young winner. Now he's cheaper than some of the hitters on the slate.
He's got 10 losses already. I mean,
I know that's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. Nationals Park, it's 80 degrees, so very nice weather there, hot. No breeze really to speak of, so definitely hitter situation there. Both teams over 4 implied total. Definitely have some potential with two teams that are going nowhere fast. Next one, Atlanta and Philly. So good game in Philly tonight. Low total here, Deb, 7.5. Yeah. We've got 2 established pitchers. Definitely, possibly the best pitching matchup on the entire slate. You've got 7.5 total, 3.75 implied for both squads here. So even split. Charlie Morton, expensive at 9.7. Zach Wheeler, the most expensive at 10.8. So 2 stud pitchers. Beautiful weather in Philly, 77 degrees, slight breeze, nothing to speak of there. So good hitting weather, but low number and 2 good pitchers.
Yeah, I'm not buying it entirely. Nope. I think that one goes over. I think you got a couple of really good hitting teams. The weather's good, and we'll go into it a little bit more, as one of those pitchers is my fade, because I think both of those teams hit the opposite pitcher pretty decently.
Yeah. You wonder how much, more than likely Acuna is going to be out. Albies is already out. So they're having to go into that, bench a little bit in Atlanta. That's definitely going to hurt them for sure.
Yeah.
All right, 7:07, 2 minutes later, Boston and Toronto, 9.5 total. Michael Waka Waka, 7.8K against Ross Stripling at a cheap 5.1K. We got some big numbers here, Deb. 4.40 implied for Boston, and we've got our first over 5, which is a red flag here, 5.10 for the Toronto Blue Jays, who have been hitting the ball really well. I think they'll have the roof open in Toronto for this game, and the ball does fly better with the roof open. There's no doubt about it, statistically proven. So this is a game I'm thinking about knocking some mini stacks in there, no doubt.
Yeah. I like this for a hitting game as well.
Yeah. 7:10, Milwaukee Brewers crashes team. He's sitting on the sidelines watching the Brewers today, chewing his fingers off. I think he's a big Woodruff fan, so we'll see how that rolls. They're playing against Tampa, and Vegas totally respects these pitchers. The total is 7. It's Brandon Woodruff at 9.9K against Shane Baz at 7.6K. 3.50 implied for both teams. So a lot of respect for the pitching in this game. I thought that line was a little lower than I expected, but it does make me get a little bit more interested in Crash's boy Woodruff. All right, next game, another 7:10. Minnesota Twins, Cleveland Guardians, 8.5 total. We've got a wind blowing straight in, 5 miles an hour. Who cares? 73 degrees. I mean, perfect weather for baseball in Cleveland. Beautiful day. Both teams have a 4.25 implied total, so that's fair. Josh Winder is going against Connor Pilkington. So you've got a lefty on the mound for Cleveland. Interesting game here. Pilkington, youngster, Winder, youngster, against a couple of teams that can hit. So yeah. I have some interest here as well.
Yeah, as do I. I mean, boy, did Minnesota beat up on the Guardians last night.
Yeah, McKenzie got just
McKenzie got
hammered.
whacked. Yeah.
Yeah. Another 7-10er, Houston Astros, New York Mets, 8.5 total in this one. It's Framber Valdez, the lefty, 8.9K against veteran Carlos Carrasco, 8.3K. So two good prices on some veteran pitchers. Houston has an implied total of 4.37, Mets 4.13. Nice balmy 76 in New York. Slight breeze blowing out 5 to 6 miles an hour to dead center. So, yeah, this is one of those games that could be 1-0 or 10-9. I mean, this is a tough call. Next one, 7:45. Miami Marlins at the St. Louis Cardinals. Boy, I was so proud of my man Goldschmidt yesterday. He was 0.5% owned. He was the only star on my slate yesterday. But man, is he hot. No one wanted to play him because they were going against Lopez, and he had 0 for 6 against Lopez. But when a guy's hotter than fish grease like that dude, first 3 times up, homer, single, or single double, man, it was fun to see.
Beautiful.
Yes, he is something. 8.5 total in this game. Braxton Garrett, 5.7K. Giveaway price. Dakota Hudson, cheap also at 6.9. Miami, their offense has been struggling, 3.89 implied. Cardinals, 4.61. Remaining warm in St. Louis, not boiling in the 90s like it was, but 83 still with no breeze anywhere. So we'll see how this one pans out. 8:05 now. We get into the 8 o'clock hour. Cincinnati Reds, Chicago Cubs, total of 9. 4.39 implied for Cincinnati, 4.61 implied for Chicago. And Deb, this one, take note here. We've got a bit of a wind game. It's a 10 to 12 miles an hour directly to center field, blowing out. And it's a balmy 79 in Chicago. So that combination, that's, I think, why Vegas set that number at 9 with 2 implied totals, right around that 4.5 number. And it's Luis Castillo at 8.1K against Keegan Thompson at 6.6. Is this going to be one you circle?
I'm cherry picking from this one. Yeah, I have a couple of guys on my list here who I like, but not a stack game for me.
Yeah, I got a good feeling about this game. I think I'm going to be over the field on both sides here. I really am. Although Cincinnati is so bad. Oh my gosh.
Cincinnati's been terrible. Yeah.
Really bad. All right, 8:10, the next one. Texas Rangers, Kansas City Royals. You've got a decent number here as well, 9, and that's because it's 86 degrees in Kansas City, one of the hottest spots on the slate today, and a breeze blowing out 6 miles an hour to the left. 4.90 for the Rangers, which is a big number for an offense that's pretty bad, and 4.10 for Kansas City. You got John Gray, 8K, Jonathan Heasley, 5.5K, cheaper than a bunch of the outfielders. So it's a pretty ugly game. Teams you can't trust, but those numbers don't lie, as far as the temperature, the breeze, the lousy pitching.
Yeah, and I was riding pretty big on Texas yesterday, which was, in addition to your Goldschmidt, pretty much the only thing that went well for us. But I had a bunch of those guys in the lineup last night, so I'm going to take a look again and see what that looks like tonight.
I mean, they have some decent hitters. It's just, can they string anything together? That becomes the situation. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
In the projected lineup, they have the youngster Josh Smith leading off. We'll see if that happens. But I think that's a smart move because Simeon, Seager, Garcia, 2, 3, 4. That's a little spooky for pitchers, I think.
Yeah, so. And then even they moved Chaim batted cleanup last night. I had him in my lineup. He went 3 for 5, and they moved him down to the 8th spot now. So
yeah, they really moved him around. He bats 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think they've settled on what's consistently going to work for them. But once they put that together, they can make a little run in that division, I think.
Yeah.
All right, 8:40. the nightmare Dodgers Rockies. You know, I typed in yesterday, Deb, I hate Trey Turner in our Discord.
Exactly.
And I put him in my lineup again. I spent $6K and I put the guy in there that I hate.
I know.
And he basically looked at the camera and shot me the bird and said,
big time.
Yeah.
He pulled a Winkler on you. I think it was the double bird, actually.
Oh, exactly. I couldn't believe it, how bad he is. So, you know, there's no way I'm going back to him a third time. So he's probably going to lead the slate in DFS points. I'm just saying.
Of course.
So here we are. We're back to this nightmare. Dodgers, Rockies. We have a game in course. Big fat Vegas number of 11. Ridiculous implied total for the Dodgers at 6.6. Colorado at a very respectable 4.4. You've got Clayton Kershaw and his 10K. Question is, how many pitches, how deep can he go? It's in Colorado. And then Kyle Freeland, a lefty, going for Colorado. So I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of people like me that just have been stung right in the you-know-what by this matchup. So do you go back to it? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, after being stung big time, and, you know, I applied the same strategy to the Yankees where it was, there's no way they can get shut down like that 2 games in a row. And then they practically did through, 7 or 8 innings against the Astros. So
6 1/3, they went almost, no hit again.
Yeah. But, you know, Freeman at home is nothing great. So, I think there's a couple of places you can go. Am I going to pay up, a $6K for a Trey Turner the way he's been batting lately? I don't think so. But
6.1K, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
and
right.
I know it's the kiss, the Fredo kiss of death here. But I just can't do it. I mean, I think you have to have some exposure here.
I think so
because too. if this game does go off and it's, 12-8 or something, you might as well just flush it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to have some, you can get the Rockies cheap. So if you want to balance it out, get a few guys, but again, you don't get away with anything cheap. 1 through 5, Deb, actually 1 through 6 is 4.5K and up.
Wow.
So it's very, very hard to get any value whatsoever. I mean, sure, Trace Thompson, if he bats 7th, 8th, or 9th, is only 2K, but that's the only value anywhere there in that game.
Yeah, but I might take a look at Justin Turner. I don't know. What's he at actually on DK?
4.7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nobody's cheap. Even Bellinger's 4.4 in the
I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm not going to write it off, but I'm not going to fall for it like I did yesterday and stack them up. That's probably the move, and I get it for people that are going to do it, but I just, I don't have the heart for it.
And there's too much out there tonight. There's a lot of other good plays. So
there is. Yeah. All right. 9:38 exactly. The Chicago White Sox play the LA Angels. It's a 9 over under, not 9 o'clock, 9:38. Implied for the White Sox, it's 4.27. Nice 4.73 for the Angels that are starting to put the sticks together. You got Johnny Cueto at 7.5K against Chase Silseth at 6.4K. Now, you're too young to have watched the old Land of the Lost cartoon.
No, what are you talking about?
You remember it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, they had remember the
Slee Stacks.
Slee Stacks. They were these big monsters that roamed around. I was terrified of them. These Slee Stacks. So Chase Slee Stack, we'll call him, is going for the Angels. So interesting game. 77 degrees. It's been hot in LA lately, and 55% humidity. Something to take note of. And a nice little 10-mile-an-hour breeze blowing out directly to left. So, yikes. I think this game has potential.
I do too.
All right. New 9:40, San Diego, Padres, Arizona, Diamondbacks, 7.5. So the total, split implied total here, 3.75 for both. Very interesting pitching matchup. Sean Manaea, the lefty, at 9.3K. Zach Gallen, 9K flat. I I may have a pitcher in this game that I really like, Deb.
Which side of the ball is that going to be, though?
I can't tell you just yet. He may be one of my pitchers today. I'm just saying. So stay tuned if you're watching. All right, next one, 9:45. We're getting into the two later game. Well, 9:42. So we have 4 late games, 9:38, 9:40, 9:45. We may have to go with a pop-up bonus late games, 4-game slate tonight. We haven't had those in a long time.
I like it.
Detroit Tigers, San Francisco Giants, a scant 7 total. How about the implied for Detroit? Ouch, 2.89. That's terrible. And the 4.11 on San Francisco is that they have a 4.11 implied. Tariq Screwball, I'll call him after his last 3 starts. Screwball's 9.1K, and he's gotten smashed 3 times in a row. Carlos Rodon and his 10.4K. Pair of lefties dealing in San Fran. Only 60 degrees, but here's the problem. The stinking wind blowing out to dead center at 18 to 20 miles an hour. I don't know if that means that much because it's cooler, but that's still scary with a 7 total, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I may have to be eating some chalk on that tonight. We'll see.
I think a lot of us probably will. The last game, 10-10, Baltimore and Seattle, the site of the Kirby disaster last night. It is a 7.5 total, 3.25 implied for the O's. The Mariners, 4.25. Dean Kramer, who was my poster boy last time he pitched, at 6K against Robbie Ray, the lefty, at 9.5K in the Dome in Seattle. So interesting matchup there. Baltimore's been hitting lately, playing better ball. Seattle, we know, has been scrappy. So I think there's some interest in this game as well.
I think so too.
All right, Deb, we're diving in now. This is where we get all the juicy Deb Lutz takes here. We're fired up for it. Starting off with our pay-up pitcher on this slate. Where are you going, Miss Deb?
Okay. Well, this one is not a surprise, as I just mentioned it and mentioned that it would be chalky. I got to go on a slate like this. I got to go with Carlos Rodon. I mean, he's been in a groove. He scored over 50 fantasy points his last 3 outings, and they weren't against slouch teams necessarily. The Dodgers were in there. The Braves were in there. It's a great matchup. You know, there's nothing that scares me about Detroit. They're one of the worst hitting teams in baseball. So they're at home. Like you said, there is a bit of that strong wind out center, but given the temperature and the way that Rodon pitches, that doesn't necessarily scare me away. I think I just want to lock it in and, play around a little bit with my value pitcher.
I agree. My pay-up pitcher is Carlos Rodon. I know it's chalky, but it is what it is. We don't eat chalk a lot here at Coach Talk, but when we feel we have to do it, we do it. And, he's 6-4, but really should be like, 9-1 or 9 in something, because he's really pitched well. 2.70 ERA, whip rate at 1. The impressive part is he has 101 strikeouts. And like you said, just, consistency. I mean, there's not too many pitchers that have had plus 50 plus 3 games in a row. And like you said, Atlanta and the Dodgers, 2 of those 3. So I know I'm repeating, but man, those are some good stats. He's locked in. He's striking out a bunch of people. We know Detroit can strike out a lot. Certainly not a scary lineup whatsoever. So I'm completely with you. He will be mainly the majority of my lineups, and I'm going to spend the money. He's 10-4 on DraftKings, 10-6 on Fanduel. It does sting a little, and top price 51 on Yahoo. But you know what? Sometimes you get what you pay for, and I feel he's necessary here.
Agreed.
All right, value pitcher, Deb.
Yeah. So in this case, I had a few guys to choose from, but I'm going with Shane Baz on Tampa Bay. I like his stuff a lot. He's got a high number of strikeouts, and I'm pretty sure Milwaukee's a decent strikeout team. I think they're going to stretch him out a little bit. I think one of the things has been he's really only been doing about 4 or 5 innings, 75 pitches. But I think
Right.
they stretch him out a bit so he can get that quality start. And he's a nice price across the board.
I like it. And as you said, Milwaukee's 3rd in the league in strikeouts, tied with Houston at 99. So, or wait, I take that back. That was home runs. Let me switch back over because I was looking at, all right, 5th in the league. How about 660 strikeouts so far for the Brew Crew? So, yeah, boy.
I'll take another 10.
Yeah, and you're in here picking
exactly. I hope he's not listening today.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, he is grinding his teeth right now. He is furious. But I think it's a smart pick.
Sorry, Crash.
Milwaukee has struck out a lot, and I think that's a very reasonable play. I like it. All right, I'm going to go the game I was teasing earlier a little bit. I'm going to go to a guy that's come through for me usually when I play him, so I'm going to stick with him, and that's Zach Gallen. I like his price. He's $9K on DraftKings, which I think is extremely fair. And he is $10K on FanDuel, but I'm leaning towards Rodon there anyway. And he's giveaway price on Yahoo at only $44. And, he's had a few shaky games throughout the season, but in general, man, he's solid. He's going against a San Diego team. And Machado could be back in the lineup, but I accept that fact. It's all right. But Gallen's 4-2, again, a tough luck pitcher in some spots, 2.79 ERA, a whip right at 1 with 71 Ks. San Diego likes to strike out, and he just pitched against them on June 21st, where he went 6 innings and struck out 11 for a nice 52 score on FanDuel. So if he can, even if he regresses a little bit, I'd be happy to take something in the 40s here with Mr. Gallen as my secondary pitcher at what I think is a very fair price.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All right, how about your fade?
Yeah, so for my fade, I'm going with old man Charlie Morton.
Oh, wow.
Now, he has been pitching well of late,
Yep.
but, historically, Philly has his number. Harper, Realmuto, Baum, and Herrera are all batting well over 300 against him.
Yep. I will say Harper's going to be out, though. He's got a thumb injury.
Oh, is Harper out?
Yes.
I missed that. Okay.
Yep. He's got a bad thumb.
So, yeah, that hurts a little. But again, I think they've got more than enough guys in their lineup who can hit Morton. And, he's old. He's old. I'm not sure he quite has it all playing away. So he's my fade pitcher today.
Age, it's only a number, Deb. Some of us feel a lot younger than we are. You know what I'm saying? So give poor old Charlie a break.
Give him a break, huh? We'll see. We'll see if he deserves it.
I'll tell you, my fade is simple. I'm fading Tariq Screwball, I call him. So he'll probably, throw one, hit me in the head like the Homer Simpson when he falls over. But, he keeps getting respect, and I'm not sure why. His last 3 outings, he lasted 4.2 innings, 5 and 4. Struck out 5, 4, and 5, not good enough. FanDuel score in these 3 games, and FanDuel gives you points for pitching, 11, 12, and 15. So 3 losses in a row, and 2, Texas was one of those teams. I get it at Boston. Toronto's tough, but just not good enough for me. Something is not right with him. I think, he'll be one of those guys, another outing like this, and you'll see him, on the IL with soreness or something. But
right.
I don't trust him. I think he's still, for some reason, people love him. I mean, he gets a lot more ownership than I think he deserves. I don't think he'll be chalk or anything today, but the bottom line is I just, 5-5 with the 363, and that was before he started pitching bad. It's been worse. So not going with him. San Francisco knows how to hit. wind blowing out to center. I know that goes against my Rodon pick, but I think it's, that's where it equals out. And I'm going to, I'll be watching that San Fran game later tonight with a lot of interest.
Nice.
All right. How about our BVP play of the day? Your batter versus pitcher. Who are you going with today?
Yes, I'm going with Wilson Contreras against Luis Castillo.
I like it.
Yeah, we talked about the wind and the conditions in Chicago. That's going to help him. Contreras has been playing well. He's batting a cool 467 against Castillo. Yep. I mean, not a ton of at-bats. He's only had 15, but when you're 7 of 15, including 4 extra base hits, you're pretty locked in against a pitcher. So, yeah, so he's my BVP.
He's my BVP too. We have
no way.
I swear. And I'm not going to even go to the second choice because I love him today. Batting in the middle of that order, wind blowing out. He smashes Castillo. He's having an all-star season, big time. And you know what? I just think he's in a great spot, and he'll be my catcher in a lot of lineups today. That's amazing, though, with 30 catchers starting tonight in this line. We have the same BVP.
Same one. That is crazy.
And that's just a catcher, let alone all the players.
Right, all the players. Exactly.
Amazing.
Well, we'll see what we can do for our
if we have the same HR call.
That'd be crazy.
Go ahead, HR call.
All right. My HR call is Josh Donaldson.
Oh, okay.
He's versus Montas. He's 4 for 7 with 3 home runs, batting 571. So again, small sample size, but when you got 4 hits against a guy and 3 of them for home runs, and he's batting 5th today in the Yankees lineup, I'm thinking another home run's in order.
Yeah, and he's due too. I like that play. And hey, we believe in BVP here. I know a lot of people scoff about it, make fun of it, but hey, I've lived it. I get it, man. It's, it makes a difference. Like for me, my home run call today is Jose Altuve. He's going against Carlos Carrasco, faced him 27 times, 10 hits, and he's hit a homer off of him. And I think this is just a perfect spot for him. A 370 batter. He's walked a couple times against him. I know Carrasco's been okay, but I'm looking for some serious regression there. And I love the weather and the whole situation. I don't know if Altuve starts the game with a homer, but I really like him to go deep in this game.
I like it a lot as well. All
right, Deb, nice. The important stacks. Before we do stacks, I have a couple of things really quickly. So listen in if you can. You certainly can skip ahead. We put timestamps on everything, but I want to mention a couple of things real quick. First of all, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up. That means the world to us. Hit the button there to subscribe. And while you're at it, the little alarm in the left-hand corner at the top there, that will tell you when any of our podcasts post. That'll give you an alert. That's super important. If you want to join us, this is the best time, best deal we've had this year. DFSCoachTalk.com. You can sign up there for our 4th of July specials. You see it scrolling on the bottom. Between now and Monday, the 4th of July, if you sign up anytime during that window, you get everything we've got, platinum, whatever you want to call it, golden, whatever subscription makes you feel comfortable. It's everything we have. You come in from now until September 2nd. So you get all of that time for $74. 74 is the holiday, and 74 is the number, even though it's way below our average price. Like $1 a day to be involved with all of our stuff. We're doing all the MLB. We crush the NBA Summer League every year. Can't wait for that. We've got NASCAR going, MMA, all kinds of things going here throughout the summer. So great time to get involved. So definitely go to DFSCoachTalk.com and you can sign up there. The one other thing I want to mention, if you're going to be playing, some people are betting on Wimbledon and all these different things going on. Great place to go. Deb did it. I've done it. I've actually been a member 16 years there. I know Deb took advantage of this to become a member initially at Coach Talk and built up a great bankroll. That's betus.com.pa. If you sign up there for $74, that's it. Just put $74 in your account and you can play with it there. you get 2 months free at Coach Talk. So you're going to get 2 full months. That's $150 value just right with that. And again, that's for everything that we have. So it's a fantastic offer. I know Deb really enjoyed that, and it's a great way to go. The key factor, though, is when you sign up and you deposit the 74, you can deposit more if you want. Make sure you use the promo code Coach Talk, all one word, no space. Then that will give them the information to pass to us, and we'll get you in our Discord immediately for that free 2 months. So take advantage of that. All right, Deb, stacks.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So I guess I've got the GPP stacks that I've been looking at. So I've got 2 that I like. The first one is Philly. So I mentioned Morton as my fade pitcher. So I really like the Philly hitters here. And I think they're going to be fairly low owned because Morton is respected. And, I think the game is not a high run game. So I think that might be a sneaky GPP with some really solid hitters.
Okay.
And my second is Baltimore against our buddy, Mr. Robbie Ray.
Interesting.
They have hit him pretty well.
Yeah.
If you take a look across the board, and they're hitting well overall. They were on fire last night, and I think Robbie Ray is very hittable. Yeah, sure, he's going to get his strikeouts, but I think we could get some nice scoring against him as well. So another little contrarian for the GPP.
I like it, definitely. All right, for mine, I've got 2 no-brainers. Yeah, go ahead and say, oh yeah, wow, Coach, way to go out on a limb, hot takes. You could make fun of me, but you got to have some Yankees and Dodgers. I mean, let's just face it. You got the Dodgers in Coors, Yankees in a really catbird seat spot. They're expensive, but you can get very flexible with where you grab guys from the lineups and find a few wraparound stacks, things like that. But I'm definitely going to have exposure. I'm probably not, going to try to go, 5-3 or anything with these 2 teams, because then you can't get any of the pitchers that we mentioned. So I'll be cherry picking a little 2-man, 3-man Yankees and Dodgers as much as I can. But I do have a sneaky stack that I'm going to have probably 3, maybe 2, but probably 3 from this team. So I've got what I think is the most bizarre stat of the year for you, Deb. I'll give you a quiz here. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you 5 guesses. That's how sure I am that you're not going to get this. Well, there's a clue right off the bat.
All right, here we go.
Which team leads Major League Baseball in hitting home runs against left-handed pitching?
Wow, hitting home runs
no
against
cheating.
left-handed pitching.
Don't be clicking any buttons.
No. I'm clicking back just to see the teams.
You can roar right, 5 teams off.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go with Minnesota.
No.
All right. I'm going to go with Toronto.
No.
I'm going to go with St. Louis.
Nope.
2 more. Go 2 more. This is tough. Arizona.
Yes.
Here. No way.
Winner.
Wow.
Winner, chicken dinner. You got it. Now, but can you believe it though?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, so I'm not completely crazy. They have 50 home runs against left-handed pitching.
So it's all Christian Walker. It's all Walker, right?
I'll tell you, he's definitely part of it, and he's definitely going to be in my lineup tonight. But they get to go against the lefty Sean Manaea, who I'm not a big fan of with that big giant hair. He did not do well for us last time out. So Arizona, which I haven't said these words all year long. So if you take this snippet and post it, Colin, I'm going to kill you. But unless it really comes true. But I'm going to have a stack of maybe three Arizona guys against Manaea.
Wow. That's contrarian. That's low ownership.
I'm hoping that it balances out the chalky Dodgers and Yankees and Rodon. Those guys are going to be super chalky. I'm going to have them mixed in the majority of my lineup. So Hopefully having that little mini Arizona stack is going to give me the contrarian look. But
I like it.
I thought that was a pretty cool number. I had been following it, but I didn't think they were first. What the heck? They never seem to homer. Yeah.
That is amazing. I like it.
All right. Okay, now we're going to go to the two brains are better than one lineup. First one ever for baseball for Deb. So we're going to build this right on the air. This is a GPP build, so it doesn't have to be, these chalky guys we're talking about. This is to take down single bullet, take down all those 150 max whales out there. If you want to take it, shot at that $4 tournament, something like that, that's going on. So remember too, because it's the 28th of the month, if you're listening audio wise to the podcast, take a second, give us a 5-star and make a little comment. If you do that wherever you listen, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever, we have a drawing at the end of each month. So you only got 2 days left, 28 to 9:30, 3 days left, really. A free month of Coach Talk. So Colin's going to do that with the randomizer in 3 days. So take a second if you listen on the audio podcast, quick 5-star comment. We appreciate it. And again, on let's get the thumbs up. We need to get bigger thumbs up numbers so we can move up that algorithm on YouTube. So we really, really appreciate that. All right, Deb, do you want the first pick? Let's
do it. Sure, why not?
What's that?
Sure, why not? I'm going to go with an obvious one that we both called out, and that'll be Wilson Contreras. Let's start there with him as our catcher, first baseman, and see where we go.
I love that pick, and I've got to type in here so I don't miss it. He's 3,400, expecting him to bat second. So that, I think, is solid. I am going to go with second baseman. He's a little pricey, 3,500, but I'm going to go Jose Altuve.
Okay. Thought you were going there. And then I'm going to turn it around, close up the infield a bit with Josh Donaldson at a nice 2,600.
Okay. Got him.
In the middle of that Yankee stack.
He is a little cheap, so that makes it nice. He needs to get it going, that's for sure. All right, how about, let's see here. Let's go with a little bit of my Arizona love here. I'm going to go Jordan Luplow, $2,500. Last time I played him, he homered, so
that's right.
Let's get it back.
That's right. Let me see. I'm going to fit him in there. Where's he at? Oh, 2,500. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, we needed a little value, so that helps.
Yeah. Well, should we stick Rodon in there just to see where we end up?
Sure, we can do that.
Let's put Rodon in.
It's going to cause us to go pretty cheap here.
I know.
Oh, not bad. 3,100's fine.
There we go. All right,
I've built with a lot less than that.
Absolutely, right? What do you got?
Try to get somebody in that neighborhood for you here.
Tell you who I like.
I'll tell you I'm going to throw in there because I don't think – no, I'm not going to go there because I'm going to make a little bit of a different move here. I think I know who you're going to go with, but
you do.
I don't know.
Got a really good shortstop. I think
good.
So
I'm gonna stick with my theme here just and get the other one out of the way. Dalton Varsho's down to 2,600. He hasn't been hitting, and he's a lefty, and so they dropped him in the order. I get it, the whole 9 yards. He's going to be like the 0.2% owned guy. I just got a funny feeling that hits off that bullpen as well. So super contrarian. This is a GPP. Dalton Varsho, 2,600.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. I am going to go with shortstop. I'm going with Bogarts, shortstop. I think we need we need a Boston batter in there.
Okay.
In the lineup, right in the center, batting cleanup. He's hit well against Stripling. So I like him there.
I'm with you.
And then
All right,
leaves.
so I can
amount of money.
go, I'll try to go mid-level here so that we have some money left for you. I'm going to
I
go.
don't necessarily need money, just so you know. I got another guy said.
I'm going to go another. Again, this is the contrarian build. I'm going to go Cedric Mullins leading off for Baltimore.
Nice.
3,400.
Nice.
That gives you a clean $3,000
Oh,
to
that's
work
easy.
with.
Let's see. I got to put Mullins in here. Let's see.
Unless you had somebody cheaper, but you're welcome to go anywhere you like there. A lot of great choices,
Mullins,
actually.
I know.
Wow, you got Mancini, Franco,
I know.
Abreu. Good
Seriously.
Lord.
And you've given me the utility spot too. So
Yeah, you got about 5 guys there that I think are awesome players.
I know. Let's see. You got 3,000 left, right? Is that what we're at?
3,000 even. Yep. Bunch of stars here.
I know. Who do you like the best?
It's up to you. I think a bunch of those guys I like.
Let's see what do we got. Everyone's Abreu. I'm either going to go Abreu or Vaughn.
Up to you.
All right, let's go. I think in terms of the matchup, is Vaughn? No, Vaughn's a righty too. I was looking for a lefty on the White Sox, but oh man, too much choice.
It is it's a tough one.
Oh boy, Santander. I did talk about Baltimore against the. You have Mancini in there? Mancini, you said
Mancini's 3,000.
All right, let's go with Mancini. I love Mancini. We
We'll
get the Mullins Mancini back to back.
Yeah, the back-to-back homers to lead off the game. Why not?
There you go. All right, let's do it.
All right, so it looks like we have Rodon, Wilson Contreras, Altuve, Donaldson, Bogarts, Luplow, Varsho, Mullins, and Mancini. That's pretty contrarian.
Interesting. Yeah, exactly.
First of all, we have 0 Dodgers, which
that's right. That's
wild,
right.
And
our Yankee is Donaldson. It's not.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? This is not a cash game lineup. Let's just say
that's right. That's right. This is why it's GPP.
Exactly. Those are the kind of this is the kind of lineup that gets it done. Maybe the Dodgers get shut out again.
That's right.
Who knows? Right. Not again, but you know how it goes.
Awesome.
All right.
I love it.
Fantastic. Man, this was great. You are just as adept and awesome in baseball as you are basketball. So now
fun. I got it.
How about takedowns today for sure? We'll let Crash on his brew crew. You got the pitcher against him. So we're going to be teasing him in Discord.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he's going to have 9 million Discord posts if a Brewer hits a homer.
Exactly.
You're going to have
exactly. Oh, man. Okay, we need to do prize picks, right?
Oh, I forgot prize picks.
Yeah, real quick.
Good Lord. I'm so sorry. All right. I'll give you mine first. My pitcher.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm going Frankie Montas for Oakland under 32.5 a pitching score. Again, that whole scenario with against lefties. So I'm going against Frankie Montas.
Love it. I'm going with the Tampa Bay and Milwaukee pitchers under half a run in the first inning.
Okay. I like that. We've had a lot of success. Crash has done great with those picks too. And then it's funny, and this I posted this in Discord, and our Discord is our PrizePicks play of the day, hitting wise before we did this podcast, and it's Wilson Contreras. It's over 6.5. I think is way too low. So fantasy score over 6.5. Wilson Contreras. Sorry if I stole it from you.
You stole it. That's all right.
You want me to give you my other hitter?
I have a backup actually. I do have a backup.
All right.
I've got Eric Hosmer over 6.5.
Very good. He has a good BVP.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with him. I think 6.5 is a doable number for him.
Outstanding. All right, Deb. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for listening in. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll be back again tomorrow when we look to crush it in MLB DFS and PrizePicks.